Business as Unusual is a thought-provoking podcast that explores the innovative strategies, disruptive ideas, and unconventional practices driving successful leaders and companies in the ever-evolving world of modern business. Subscribe, comment, and share for weekly inspiration with our host, Aicila.
Welcome to the final episode in our 4-part series on how to energize yourself and prep for 2026. I've been doing some workshops on this, and I have another one on December 16th if you want to hop in for that. I will also post the worksheets from that on my website. Bicurean.com/tools is where I post any of the resources that I mentioned in the show. I'm going to talk a little bit about what it means to create a plan or a map that gives you the best chance of success or makes success inevitable. The best plan is not rigid. It's energy aligned, flexible, and built to last. And that built to last really dependent on it being flexible to a certain extent, and then also you being really clear-eyed when you create it. So when I talk about inevitable success, what I mean is that's when your energy, time, and money are working together. So you're not taking from one place and overleaning on that. Because of that, you also need to be really clear that your plans have to adapt to reality. You have to be clear-eyed about what does and doesn't work, about how you work, and then you also have to be able to adapt when things change, because change is the one immutable law of the universe. So we've talked about your energy, you've done some of these different assessments, and now what you want to do is turn that into some concrete actions and metrics that will really help you in your path. I have this energy map that I'm going to recommend that you walk through, and I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of that, where you want to set your intentions for 2026, and I would recommend doing one in each energy area: momentum, creativity, and connection, and make that intention for you, how you want to feel and work in 2026, and then why it matters to you. And then you're going to pick a measurable, observable indicator in each area. We have 3 containers for that. There's financial, emotional, and creative. And the financial one, you're always looking at your business financially anyway, but it also tells you if the structure of what you're doing is working. For example, if your intention and connection is to have a really strong co-referral network, then your financial indicator there might be that you have a certain number of high alignment clients that come from referrals per month. And what that would feel like is you're not chasing sales to survive. So that's the metric, the area, and then what success looks like. And then emotionally, you might, the metric might be you have really positive interactions with colleagues every week, and you feel very supported and like you're able to contribute to others in your work world and your network. And then the creative piece of that is, you have maybe one collaboration per quarter or one experiment per quarter in 2026. And that feels like it's very energizing and connective and inspires you to put more things out there or to build with others in community. And so, and like I said, that's why I think looking at the sheet would be helpful, because it's a little crisscrossy when we talk about the creativity and that creative spark in your business. But both are really important. And then you want to think about how you're going to protect your energy with a rhythm or a ritual. If I continue in this connection vein, I know that for me, I really love engaging with people. It's very positive for me most of the time. But sometimes when I do too much of that, it slows me down. I have to be thoughtful about the types of engagement that I'm doing and when I'm doing it, because I also need a certain amount of quiet time to prep and to get things ready, to get my creative juices flowing. So I might say that I'm not going to do meetings before 9 a.m, or I'm going to have a couple days a week where I just have a lot of silence, because that's really good for me. And that then helps me to feel more present and engaged when I'm connecting with people. And then for check-ins every quarter, just asking myself, how are my relationships feeling? Do I feel like I'm contributing, that I'm getting support? Am I achieving these metrics that I came up with? And that, I know this one's a little bit more technical, but it really does make a difference when you bring it down to that concrete place and you make it something that you can see and measure and then also adjust. So if you set that intention and then you notice in the first quarter nothing happens, that you're not very interested in doing that, or the way that you're doing it is completely different, that's actually okay, because that lets you know that that wasn't a great intention to set, or that you missed something in what you need or how you work. And that's useful information. And so I really do encourage you to engage in this experiment around who you are in your business and how you show up, and just be really honest with yourself about what does and doesn't work for you. Because the more clear you can be, the more effective you can be at taking these pieces and turning them into something that allows you to thrive while your business thrives. And that's my goal for you. That's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to have the opportunity to work in a way that is actually effective for them, doing something that they feel competent at and that they can grow in, and that they can have some ease and freedom in their life. I mean, as much as I love working in my business, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the people that I love and the communities I'm a part of, but I get to be more in them when I have this ability to take care of my business in a way that is actually functional for me as a person. So, a short episode. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season, that you're getting lots of chances to rest and reflect, and that you can build yourself into a 2026 intention that is really going to be great for you. Next week, international leadership and culture expert Brett Hogeveen joins me to share actionable insights on how building a strong, intentional workplace culture can give organizations a measurable competitive edge and create more fulfilling work experiences. Thank you for tuning in to Business as Unusual. Remember, in this ever-evolving world of modern business, it's not about fitting in, it's about standing out. See you next time. Stay curious, stay innovative, and always keep it unusual. I hope you enjoy the show. I love making it. If you did enjoy it, consider hopping over to the review portion of the platform you listen on and letting other people know about it. Or share the episode or the entire show with a friend, or subscribe to the show. Definitely reach out, get on my newsletter, follow me on social media, and let me know what you like, what you don't like, and what you'd like to see in the future. Well, we love our guests. Appearance on the Business as Unusual podcast or any Bicurean consulting production is for information purposes only and is not to be considered an endorsement of their business practices, or character. Please properly vet anyone you find through this podcast and generally before you do any business with them. Thank you for listening.